Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our morning devotion. Today, Switzerland is the host for this event, and on behalf of our team, we would like to greet you. And I would like to ask you now to join me in the opening prayer. Our beloved Heavenly Parent, on behalf of our brothers and sisters who gathered here this morning as a representative of Central European region, we would like to greet you. And we pray that during this morning session, each one of us can learn whatever he or she needs for the coming week. We pray for a humble heart and open mind so that we can perceive your guidance and we can charge our spiritual senses with enough deep reflections and thoughts. With that in mind, I would like to ask you to be with us and to guide this session so that we can take as much as possible. Please bless each one of us and be patient with us, because it takes so much time to learn the things we go through, but we count on your merciful heart. I pray for all this on behalf of all of us, and in my name, Radomir from family Stanchev, blessed family, attending Holy Mother Han. Ačiū. Next, in our program is a song. It's a musical performance that we selected for today's session.
Try to quiet a river by throwing stones in it, but rivers don't stop, they just learn how to roar. They say she's locked behind iron and stone, but her name still echoes in every home. Hakjahan Moon, holy mother, mother of peace. When she speaks, even hatred takes a knee. They call it small charges, they call it a case, but history knows how truth gets erased. She walks like light through the shadow of lies, a mother to earth with the world in her eyes. This ain't the same Korea, something changed in the air. The streets feel heavy, but the heavens still care. They tried to paint her in criminal shade, but even the darkness knows the good she gave. She said, don't pray for me, stand strong instead. But how do you stop tears when love's what they shed? We break a command cause our hearts can't obey. When the mother is hurting, her children will pray.
Come home
어머니 이건 예전의 한국이 아니에요 거리엔 빛이 있지만 마음은 너무 아파요 사람들은 모르죠 당신이 누구인지 세상을 품은 분 진짜 어머니인걸 작은 죄라 부르지만 그건 거짓말 당신은 평화를 심은 분 사랑의 뿌리와 날 위해 기도하지 마 하셨지만 자식은 어머니를 위해 울 수밖에 없잖아 철창 안에 있어도 당신은 자유 당신의 사랑은 어떤 벽도 못 막아 우린 약속해줘 축복가정 세우겠다고 맑은 물처럼 세상 씻겠다고 궁으로 돌아오세요 당신의 자리로 세상이 무릎 꿇고 맞이할 그날로 어머니의 미소가 다시 필요해 그날까지 우리는 믿음으로 노래해
Holy Mother, hear the world call your name. From soul to the streets, where they whisper your pain. We're with you in chains, we're with you in flame. We're with you in sorrow, in hope, in your pain. Come home to the palace, where your footsteps belong. The world is your choir, and this is your song. They can cage your body, but never your name. Never the seed that you planted in flame. You taught us forgiveness when hatred was loud. You taught us to bow, but to never bow down. So even if you said, don't pray for my road, yeah. We pray like the rain when the earth's overloaded. Not out of weakness, but love we can't tame. A child always calls when a mother's in pain, yeah. We're counting days till the doors open wide, till you walk back home with the world by your side. Not as a prisoner, not as a plea, but as what you always were, destiny. Holy Mother, the nations arise. Your name is a star in the darkened sky. We're with you in chains, we're with you in flame. We're with you in honor, in loss, in your pain. Come home to the palace, the world waits for you. Every heartbeat and mother, we're true. You called us pure water.
So we'll wash this world with love, not hate.
Nice, isn't it? A unification is rub a way also to worship. Yeah. Thank you for those who suggested this song from our team. Next is our Hunduke reading, and I would like to invite Caroline Henshin to read the selected text.
Good morning, everyone. Today's selection is from The Value of True Parents in Heaven's Providence, Chapter 4, Section 2, The Course to Maturity of the Only Begotten Daughter and Heaven's Protection. When Daimonim was detained for 11 days by the communist authorities for being a follower of the Inside the Womb Church, grandmother Jo Won Mo made the decision that they must journey south, judging it to be dangerous to practice a religious life in North Korea, where religion was being oppressed. She also heard that her son, True Mother's maternal uncle, Hong Sun-jong, had enlisted in the South Korean military after returning from his studies in Japan. Since families of South Korean military personnel were under special scrutiny and would not survive in North Korea, this further solidified the family's determination to go south. True Mother's maternal grandfather chose to remain in North Korea to welcome the returning Lord, who was expected to come to Pyongyang. So only the women from the 3 generations, Grandmother Jo, Daimonim, and the only begotten daughter, journeyed south. When these daughters from 3 generations, Grandmother Jo Won Mo, Hong Sung A Daemonim and Han Hakja, the only begotten daughter, were preparing to journey south. They agreed that if they encountered any checkpoints, they would say they were going to meet the little girl's maternal uncle in South Korea. Though it was a difficult journey for the three of them to travel south, they offered prayers and devotions and sang songs about their hope to meet the returning Lord, periodically offering three full bows. As they neared the border between the two Koreas at the 38th parallel, they were stopped by the North Korean People's Army and imprisoned in an empty shed. Through heaven's protection, however, they were safely released after several days. And all the soldiers told the family to return north to their hometown of Anju. They continued south and safely reached the 38th parallel. At the 38th parallel, where they had to cross the border into South Korea, the security was also very strict. Just as they were approaching the border, South Korean soldiers heard the family coming and raised their weapons. At that moment, the young Han Hakja managed to avert the crisis by singing a folk song. Upon hearing the young child's sweet voice singing, the soldiers lowered their rifles and warmly welcomed the group. One of the soldiers even gave them travel money to help them safely reach Seoul. After arriving in South Korea, the only begotten daughter and her family went to Seoul and searched for news of her maternal uncle, Hong Sung-jong. Having nowhere to turn, they stayed in a shabby, empty house in the city, offering many prayers to Heavenly Parent while they stayed there. During this time, through Heavenly Parent's guidance, they met a friend of Uncle Sun-jong on the street and thus could contact and meet him. The first place they settled after that was Hyocheongdong, an area adjacent to where the original headquarters church would be established in Cheonpadong some years later. Even before the Unification Church was founded, the family of the only begotten daughter lived in that area, offering prayers and devotions for Heavenly Parent's providence. Second, when the Korean War broke out, Heavenly Parent led 16 UN nations to participate in the war to protect the only begotten daughter and keep her safe during her time as a war refugee. Though Korea was a small country, not known to the world, 16 United Nations participated in the war and shed blood for the sake of righteousness. For whom did heaven call them to do this? To fulfill Heavenly Parent's dream that was meant to be fulfilled 2,000 years ago through Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son. It was necessary to protect the only begotten daughter, who was born 6,000 years after the start of the providence of restoration. The support and sacrifice of the young soldiers from these nations was a welcome and profound blessing, and represented Heavenly Parent's love for humanity. On June 27, 1950, 2 days after the Korean War broke out, the family of the only begotten daughter began their life as refugees. While walking toward the Han River in the night rain, the young Han Hakja sensed danger and grabbed Grandmother Jo Won-mo's skirt. Surprised by this sudden action, Grandmother Jo looked to heaven to think, and then they all turned around and returned to their house. Remarkably, that night, Uncle Sun-jong, who was an officer in the South Korean Army, came to their home in a military vehicle and drove them across the river so they could evacuate from Seoul. Shortly after they crossed the Han River in her uncle's vehicle, there was a loud boom as the bridge they had just crossed was blown up. Heaven had worked to protect the only begotten daughter. Having witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, Han Hakja grew up offering devotions with gratitude for heaven's protection, even during her family's desperate life as war refugees, and with a heart filled with sorrow for the young soldiers who had sacrificed themselves for the providence. True Mother, the only begotten daughter, felt and experienced that Heavenly Parent was always with her, protecting and safeguarding her, both during the journey south from North Korea and during her refugee life in South Korea. While she was growing up, no one taught Han Hakja, the only begotten daughter, about God's principles that guide the world. However, just as Adam and Eve had conversed with Heavenly Parent in the original Garden of Eden, from her childhood, she grew up following the will through her direct dialogue with Heavenly Parent. During her school days, Han Hakja was loved by her teachers and friends as an exemplary student with proper and modest conduct. She lived a pure life like a nun, enjoying reading and music in a quiet environment. Additionally, everyone was impressed by her confident demeanor when she gave speeches in front of the entire student body as a student leader. Everyone whose lives were touched by the only begotten daughter liked her and treated her with special care, feeling that she was different from ordinary people. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline, for reading this text. While reading these passages, several times came up the point about the importance of listening the voice of heaven. We saw how in crucial situations heaven provides us with guidance, how to solve the problem. Our responsibility in such situation is to keep an open mind and take seriously that guidance. We all have a conscience through which God can intuitively communicate with us. And the more we train ourselves to pay attention to that reality, the more we discover the living God. The second point, which took my attention, is about the gratitude. True Mother again speaks here how important it is to see any situation through the lens of gratitude. A gratitude can change the whole perspective of our experience. For example, in difficult situations, we can always say thank you for learning about this aspect of life, which we would never encounter in other situations. So now I would like to invite you for our 7 minutes prayer, which will be accompanied by a musical background. And in the end of the 7 minutes, Heiner Henschen will offer the closing prayer. Thank you.
Please join me in this closing prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, good morning. We greet you in this time of great trial and great struggle the world is involved in currently, a time of transition where really everything will turn upside down, centering on your providential will. We know that we currently witness the tragic situation of True Mother, who, with gratitude, accepts to go this path to speed up the providential developments. We know how difficult this must be for True Mother, physically in many ways, but also how much she must be worrying about us. We who have been in many ways following her, following True Parents' lifestyle over decades, but have still in many ways not really broken through in our providential responsibility. Heavenly Parents, this is a time where we can stand up. This is a time where we internally, spiritually, and physically really come and shout out to the world that this is a new beginning. The heavens and the earth will become one. You will come, you will be with your children, and no one can prevent that from happening. Neither leaders in this world who have a lack of understanding of what they're doing, but nor also we sometimes, as we are unaware and dull sometimes for what we need to do and how much things are really in a state of providential emergency. Heavenly Parent, we pray this morning as we start this new week, we want to really offer to you our sincere devotion with this small offering every beginning of the week. We want to offer to you our determination that no matter what, we will be there and we will see very soon the liberation of True Mother, that she can come out of this external prison, which is also a prison that all your saints and sages, even also True Father himself went through so many times. And saints and sages have struggled to be finally recognized and vindicated. The time has come for this to happen really quickly. And we pray that this can be speeded up as much as possible, that we can do whatever it takes to make this happen. Heavenly Parent, we are here to support and serve your providence. No matter what you are asking us to do, we want to be willing and able to offer that to you. Heavenly Parent, today we want to offer you this morning devotion, offer you our grateful heart, deep gratitude for whatever you give us, and we want to do the absolute best. I pray, Heavenly Parent, that you can bless all brothers and sisters in this gathering, but also throughout Europe, Middle East, and the world, that every day take on the task of furthering your providence with undying devotion and heart and deep love for you and for the providence and for, of course, our beloved True Parents. Please be with True Mother, protect True Mother in this time, give her strength, let her feel that we are with her no matter what, and that we will see that all brothers and sisters here, and in our names here, Heiner and Carolyn Hanschim, blessed Central Family in attendance with Holy Mother Hahn. Aju.
Joe, thank you, Heiner, for your deep and beautiful prayer. Now, I would like to invite our sub-regional director, Dr. Dieter Schmidt, for his words of guidance for the coming week.
Good morning, everyone. So nice to see you after some time, and we can start the new month together. Yeah, thank you, Radomir and Karen and Haina. Wow, nice to see you and hear from you. So deep, and especially this song, it really moved me. And wow, such a words and the music too. To wake up in the morning. Very, very beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm also happy to see you after some time, and it's really true. What a amazing song they created, and that's something. I hope we can get the link. And also, I'm very touched by the Hundoke reading with our True Mother, and when we read this text, then I got many thoughts, and one is how much God, Heavenly Parent, has actually protected to Mother, of course, also then to Father. And in that sense, we can be sure that now also Heavenly Parent is protecting to Mother. So, we are absolutely sure of that. On the other hand, why is it necessary that she has to undergo this unbelievable ordeal? There must be a reason behind. We might not be able to see now completely, but there must be a reason. And one thing is definitely clear, that the central figure of God's providence in such a situation is definitely paying an incredible indemnity probably nobody else can actually pay. So, and as we know, we want to have a new era, the era of John Gurk. So every day, our True Mother is paying the indemnity that this new world can come. I'm sure, as we know, similar things happen for the birth of True Father, for the holy marriage of the Lamb. But also, I was thinking, the soldiers which are mentioned who sacrificed their blood and life in this time, they didn't know. They didn't know that their sacrifice has such a value. And now this value is revealed because it protected to Father and to Mother. But now in this time, yesterday I gave a Sunday service to our Ukrainian brothers and sisters, and they are so grateful for our support. We could already collect more than 13,000 euro, and within a few days they were overwhelmed. They really say thank you, as it is such an incredible, difficult situation they have. So I was thinking how to give them hope. And I also thought, yes, they are fighting a war, they are suffering. They are minus 19 degrees was there, and even more cold it will become. Yeah, zero, below zero, of course. And then I said, well, your suffering has a value. This is an offering. This is an offering for Heaven Parents' providence. So all the suffering, not only in the Ukraine, all over the world, let's really think that this is an offering, that we learn that finally we should only have peace, that this is a learning lesson for everyone. So, and personally, dear brothers and sisters, when we undergo difficulties, let's offer this to God so He can use it. So it's not in vain. So that every time we undergo difficulties with thankful heart, we offer this to God that He might use this as something for a better world, for the new world to come. So in this way, this is a new month started. I really wish you that you will have a very precious, very valuable time for God's providence and for your own families. So take care and bless you all as we start this new month. Thank you very much, and back to you, Radomir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dieter and Anna. This was a mini Monday service. Thank you. Good guidance and good words for reflecting upon. Brothers and sisters, we conclude our morning devotion, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for our technician Gregor, who supported technically the event, and also for Enzo Leggio, who selected this music, this song, and also for Heiner and Caroline for their part of this program. Wishing to all of you a great week, and see you next time, or see you soon on another occasion. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Good to see
Thank
you,
you very
Heiner.
much. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wishing you a great, successful week.
Yes. Ingrid,
Hi,
bye.
Kathy.
Bye.
Hi, Beat and Vanyu.
Thank you very much.
Hallo,
Thank you very much.
Franziska.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Ingrid.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great week. Successful week.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.